Yeah, that's good one.
Work that drag, boy.
That is a good one. He just finally found out he was hooked.
Oh my!
Oh yeah.
That's a 5-pounder. I think it's a good one. It's a real good one.
Oh, that's a real good one, Dust.
Coming around here to the right.
Bring him over. This could be a good one. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's good. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh God. Up here. Got him. Attaboy.
Look at the football.
Look at that sucker.
Holy.
Oh boy, Dust.
Not bad, hey?
Not bad. Buddy, I think we just broke the code.
That puts us almost 21 pounds. That puts us at 2013.
The first hour of fishing was fairly fruitless,
You get him?
with only a handful of small fish
golly.
providing minimal clues as to what to look for next.
On
Well,
board.
I can't make them bite on what I want them to bite, but I guess I can make them bite on something. Maybe later on I can catch one on chatterbait, really scratch that chatterbait itch.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. That is a goal of mine today.
Come on now. Hey. 13 ouncer.
Oh, why'd you have to tell me that, Dustin? Didn't?
He's a little better than what I've been catching, but he ain't.
Oh, you got a 1.5 pound, 2 pounder there.
He'll add a little weight to the scale. Boy, he's a football.
Well, you ain't shitting. Look at the color on that sucker too, man. They are light as can be.
This one's got that yellow on his tail too. That's kind of odd.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know. I've seen the black spots a bunch.
You and
in
I've
winter,
caught a
but
shitload with black on them, but
that yellow's a little bit different.
yeah, that's kind of strange. I'll bet you we could probably Google that and figure out what it is. Maybe it's something to do with the pre-spawn or something.
Folks, look at that yellow on that tail. See if you can tell me what causes that. I have never seen that before. I've seen the black spots like that.
Starting to say he spotted up black on his tail too.
Yeah.
But I've never seen the yellow on the last 2 fish we've caught about that.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little something on the camera here. Looks like. Huh. It almost looks like condensation or something. Hope not. But hopefully you can see that. There's fish number 5. 1.9.
That's a step up.
Puts us at 5 pounds, 9 ounces. 5.5 pounds.
By this point, it was pretty clear the finesse pattern that worked so well for us on our last trip just wasn't producing the same way this time around. So we put the spinning rod down and switched into search mode. He already had a DT10 tied on in that classic springtime color, red crawfish. What he didn't realize at the time was just how quickly that decision was about to change the entire day.
That's a good one, I think.
You got one?
Yeah.
Need the net?
We better just in case. I don't think he's that big, but I can't really tell. He might be pretty good.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Oh God. Get him up here. Got him. Attaboy.
Look at the football.
Brother, look at that sucker.
Holy shit.
You ain't kidding.
My word.
Snag proof net my tits.
No shit.
Pull that one.
Come on now. Let me get it off this fish first before he...
You hooked him in the bottom?
He must have just swatted at it. Man. Yeah. Boy, them guys sure would have liked to had that one off this point.
Well, you ain't a shitting.
I'll get that in a second if you want.
Here, hold on. I about got it. Let me get out of your way.
Look at the damn belly on that fish.
That's ridiculous.
It's around the back of your head, I think. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'd say
that's 5 pounds.
that's gonna be 5 pounder. All right, let me get you measure here.
Here you go. Take a picture if you don't mind.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see here. Let's give him a guess.
I'm gonna say
God almighty, look at the belly on that sucker.
1. He's just really short. Like, he's got a 4 pound frame on him, but
I gotta guess him. Hold on. I'm gonna say 5'3".
I hope you're right.
Nah, quit it. 5'4".
Hell yeah. What are we culling? Select the
Here, I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, you
Got him.
look at here, folks.
What a pig, buddy.
Look at there, folks. 5'4". Back in
What's
the
your
lake
best
he
at
goes.
Egypt?
Like 5'6", I think.
Was it our night fish? I didn't even know you had a fish. I literally did not know you even set the hook.
Well, I just drug it through like you're supposed to on a crankbait.
But I didn't even know you had a fish, and I turned around and your rod's wadded up like a fucking W, and I'm like, well, hell, he's got something.
Yeah. And it was so deceiving because I was getting big head shakes like a big fish, but he wasn't pulling very hard.
I don't know. I deserve that, though. You want to know why?
Didn't retie.
Because that thing was hung 3 different times, and I did not retie.
That's a big one, I think.
You got another big one?
I think so.
God almighty. I'm pulling out the DT10. Get up here with you.
Same thing. He's not pulling hard, but I feel big head shakes. This one ain't as big, I don't think, but with 12-pound line, we're gonna
Oh yeah.
take it easy on him.
That's still a good fish.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all right.
2 something
Let me see
maybe?
if I can get him out of here before we get tangled.
Man, he's a fat rascal.
They're all fat as shit.
Holy cow. Thank you.
That's a...
Fat rascal.
You ain't shitting.
I mean, in the summertime, that fish would be 1.5 pounds. I bet that thing goes over 2.
Oh, I'd say so. I would say so. I wonder if this is what old Scott was doing. You know what I mean?
Yep. 2.7.
Shit. On a 1.5 pound frame.
Yeah, he's got an extra pound on him. I guarantee you, that 5 pounder I caught had an extra pound or 2.
I've never seen, that's one of the biggest bellies I've seen on a fish.
I've been so close to 5.
Oh, you and I've danced 5 pounds multiple times.
Yeah. Let's see, I think, yeah, 2 of them's been with you.
I don't know. Yep.
Got him?
Yep, I got him.
Good one?
Seems like it. Oh boy, Dust.
Not bad, hey?
Not bad. Buddy, I think we just broke the code.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to keep it where he doesn't.
I believe so.
Dadgummit, don't do that. Just let me put your finger in his mouth, Travis.
We need one over 1 pound even. He'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'd say he'll go
114.
close. I was starting to say I figured he'd go close to 2.
Puts us at 12-11.
My God.
At least for today.
I think I got a good one.
No shit.
Yeah, I think I got a big one. Yeah, that's the same damn fish.
Yeah. You want the netter?
No, no, this 10-pound line, I'm a little shaky with it.
Ooh, I think I've just had one come off there. I only had him for a split second, but I believe it was a fish.
I'm gonna be smart. Well, no, I'm not. Okay, let's see, what do we got to cull?
Something
Need
just,
to cull a 105 and a 114 and a 109.
I'll show you here in a second how to, once it locks, use that select button and keep pressing it till it goes to the one you want to get rid of.
And we're froze up here. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Okay, so it's locked. You select, I can't see, but keep hitting select until you get to the one you want to call.
Okay, we need a 10. Yep, and then add.
Add, and make sure it gets rid of it, and it adds the one that you.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, then you're good. What's that put us at?
13.
Damn, that ain't bad. That ain't.
Isn't that something? What were we 30 minutes ago?
We had 5 fish
pounds?
for 5.5 pounds or something. That might be a good one. No, I don't think it is. No. Man, it's so hard to tell when you first lean back on them on a crankbait.
Well, you're doing what I'm doing.
Oh boy, one hook.
I'm fishing 10-pound test.
Ooh, he might come off. Oh, I got a second one in his head. That was pro bass style there. Laying down on the deck.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you another spot we need to deep crank or crank like this is Cell Phone Point. It's got a very similar layout.
Oh yeah.
When we get done catching them here, that is. Well, we culled.
Should be a 1.9 that we should call next.
Yeah. Which one? What did you just cull a second ago?
1.5.
That puts us at 1403.
I can't tell. I think I just lost him.
Shit.
Yep, I did. Dadgummit.
1403.
This could be a good one. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's a good one. Well,
He's still a netter.
he's still a netter, yep. All right, I gotta retie.
He'll go
He'll go-
upper twos.
Yeah.
Mid to upper twos.
Are we saving these? If you want to talk to the camera right now, it'd be a good time to do it.
Folks, we have flat changed our game.
Completely.
We had 5 fish for 5.5 pounds. 30 minutes ago, we pull up on this point. I caught one, a little bit better one, on what we've been catching. We was using shaky heads and Neds, and I thought, you know what? The tip of this point's about 10 foot, and I got on a DT10 crawfish color. Let me just run that across there. And I believe it was the first or second cast, a 5.3, and we have just been absolutely raking in the good ones ever since then. We went from a 5.5 pound 5 fish bag to, hold on just a second here and I'll tell you what we got. We're gonna cull another one. This is a 2.5. We're gonna get rid of a 114 And that puts us at 14.5 pound sack. We just upped our sack by 9 pounds in 30 minutes, if that.
I don't think it's been that long. Look at the belly on those fish too. These boys have been eating extremely well.
Any size? Same.
Boy, look at that. He choked that sucker.
Hell yes, he did.
Crankbaiting them in the fucking first week of March. Second week of March, I should say. Shit you don't think is going to happen. I think I lost him. I did. They're getting smaller.
Yeah, we're running them out. I damn sure want to run Money Point after we run this one out like this.
Oh yeah.
Looks like I need to go get me a couple more DT10s in crawfish colors.
You
I
reckon?
ain't got a whole lot of them. I got a couple, but my God, when you get on them like this, you just never know when you're gonna lose a couple of them and be wishing you had some.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm pretty sure this is the only DT10 in the crawfish color that I've got with me today.
Yeah. I think I only own like, well, I think I own 3 and they're all, ooh my. He ain't as good as I thought, I don't think. He's
Good
better
one?
than that last one I caught. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're getting a 3 there.
That's a 3.
You want to net him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Them hooks are buried. I don't think he's gonna come off, but I don't want to flip him.
Here, get him up here. Nope, I should have grabbed the net. There you go.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
that'll call.
Oh yeah.
That will
Man,
call.
he absolutely choked,
He choked that sucker, didn't he?
Look at here, folks. Buried.
You know it's been a good fishing trip when you don't have to shut the camera off
Between fish.
between catches.
Yeah, that's a 3-pounder. That's gonna put us up around, that's gonna be a 15.5 pound sack after this one, I bet. Ooh, I need to get him back. Got a little bit of gill. 3.9.
Nice.
Culling a 115.
Uh-oh.
Good one?
Yeah. This one feels a whole lot better.
That's 16.3.
Yeah, this one feels a lot better. Took my drag all the way out.
Ooh, hey.
Oh, hey.
He's barely on, barely on.
Yeah, boy.
Another 3-pounder.
Yeah, he may go closer to, oh no, he'll be a 3. We'll look at that.
You barely.
That was skin hooked. Heck yes.
We need to cull a 2.5, I think, and he's gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, let's get that bottom jaw.
Here, long. There you go. He's gonna be close to
3.5.
3.5. Bingo.
1 pound cull.
I'll take it. There you go, folks.
17.4. is our sack.
You got to take a quick picture on this one.
Oh yeah. 17.4.
17.4.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No. All right, here you go. You ready?
Ready.
Give him a little. There you go. Perfect. 17.4.
Back in he goes. That would make me happy as I could be.
Man, that's fun. That's crazy how many. These bass are just sitting on this secondary point, staging for when it's time to move up and spawn. Like we've talked about, this is like the best spawning cove in the whole lake.
I could not agree more.
So like secondary points staging before they spawn is like right where they're at, I believe, right now. One more cast and then we'll ease over to money.
Works for me.
17.5 pound sack.
We just need that one kicker, buddy. And I might have just got him.
Really?
Yep. He feels big.
Where are we coming to?
Well, the question is, where's he taking me?
That good, huh?
Well, he wasn't as good as I thought, and he's barely fucking hooked.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and keep the hooks out of it.
Yeah. Get a finger in there. What do we need to call, Dustin?
I think it's right at 2 something.
Boy, he was barely hooked.
2.7.
Hey,
I don't think he's gonna do it. We'll try him.
Let's give him a shot, but no, I don't think so. I'd say he's gonna be about 2.5.
Two, 3.
2.3. Not too far off. All right. All right. Man, I thought that was a better fish. He must have just had some shoulders to him.
Man, sometimes when they get hooked in such a way where they can get their mouth shut,
Well, he was barely hooked. He was just barely hooked.
They can pull a lot harder when they get their mouth shut.
My God, we ain't done yet.
Any size?
Same fish.
Same damn fish.
Oh, look at your fish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
After about 30 minutes of steady action on the same point, the decision was made to let the area rest and start checking other parts of the lake to see if the pattern would hold up or if this was just a one-off deal.
Good one?
Well, I don't think so, but he's a fish.
We must be getting up there in that depth range. Well, he ain't terrible, is he?
No, he ain't bad. A little better than what I thought, actually. He just kind of come along for the ride, I guess. Oh, don't do that now. What do we need to call, Dust? Because he ain't gonna...
2.5, 2.7.
No. He ain't there.
Damn, people's busting the pontoons out already. You found a pocket of them.
Yeah, it's a little bit...
Worth it?
Oh, shit. Yeah,
You
that's
better
good one.
Work that drag, boy.
That is a good one. He just finally found out he was hooked.
Oh my!
Oh, yeah.
That's 5-pounder.
Maybe.
Come on, get him up here. He's barely hooked, ain't he? No, he's got him.
Got him.
That's
Yes. There's
upper 4s or 5-pounder. Hell yeah, son.
All right. Oh,
Hell yeah.
that's good.
There you are.
We're definitely retired.
Hell yeah.
Buddy, I didn't think he was much. And then he realized he'd been hooked. And he let me know real quick.
That's what I'm talking about. You found a little pocket of them on that side of the
I
point.
believe so. There you go.
Okay.
I believe we may be at the 18-pound mark.
4.5.
4.5.
Getting rid of 2.7.
That's an upgrade.
Puts us at 19.2.
Oh, you got to get a snap picture of that one.
Oh yeah.
Get up here.
Give me a, yeah. Oh, she looks 3 feet long there. Perfect.
All right.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Back in the water she goes. 19.2.
Get. Gone.
19.2.
That one didn't know. That one didn't know it had been caught. So it didn't give me a whole lot of trouble, and then all of a sudden, I think when it felt a little bit of pressure, it decided it didn't really like that very much.
Yeah. We're gonna have to look and see what our best 4 are, see how we stood up to today's tournament results.
Are we doing 4 or 5 fish?
Well, it's
Or what is our 19 on?
5 fish.
Okay, we gotta beat 18 with 4.
Man, it's gonna take a biggin'.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We need that 6-pounder, but that's what Scott won $4,300 with yesterday. 18.46 on 4 fish. So if we can come up with that, what's our small right now, Dust?
2.9, I think.
All right, so here shortly, when one of us finds that 6-pounder, that's going to bump us where we need to be.
2.8. That's the only fish we got out of the 3-pounder better mark. Fish?
Yep.
Yeah, you gear on a pocket on that back side.
I don't think this is the one we're looking for, though. Get in that pocket.
I'm about to. That's right outside a big brush pile.
Well, don't find the brush pile.
I mean, it is, you're right there brushing it.
Right on the limit, huh?
I can feel it, actually. I was ticking the top of it right there.
The one thing I did not want to fucking do, and I did it. Now, you know as well as I do, it's going to completely change by next week.
Oh, yeah. That ain't bad, I don't think.
Did you find him?
This one here may not be too bad.
Let me know. I got the net right there. Is he a netter?
3-pounder? Yeah,
Right.
I think he's gonna cull, but he ain't no giant.
Well, a cull is a cull. Try to get him where I ain't getting your hooks in it too.
3-pounder?
Yep, if you keep that tension up. Yep. Buddy, it don't get much funner.
No, it don't.
Not with my clothes on anyway.
2.8 is what we got to beat here.
Oh yeah, you got a 3-pounder there. I got a fouled crank here.
3 pound even. We do not have any fish
under 3 pounds.
Yep.
Nice.
Puts us at 19.10.
But with 5, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's a little better fish.
Better than you thought, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to net him? That's
actually,
a call, maybe.
Yeah.
He's at least not going to.
Just keep the net under him and I'll get his lip. There we go.
That's a little football.
Yeah. Boy, you want to talk about barely hooked.
Yeah.
That fell out.
Now we got to beat 3-0.
I don't know if he's going to get there.
I don't think so. It'd be close. $2.13.
2.13. Yep, he didn't get there.
Damn, I went a little farther left than I meant to there. Wind got me or something.
Boy, he knocked the fire out of it.
Didn't get it.
No. Well, maybe that wasn't him. A little bit of grass there. Starting to say, man, I was reeling something, just went bop. I guess it was the grass.
19.10. Ooh, if it's a fish, it is a good one. I can't catch up to him. I think it's a good one. It's a real good one.
Oh, that's a real good one, Dust.
Coming around here to the right.
Bring him over.
Oh, close to 4 probably.
I'd say he's going to hit 4.
Did you see that crankbait just come up out of his mouth?
Nope, I didn't see that. It didn't happen.
Holy, that fish is 21 inches long.
That didn't happen.
Just not as fat as the other ones. Got to beat a 3-0.
Oh, he's got that all day. He'll be close to 4.
3.12.
Look at how long that sucker is.
I know.
Just imagine if he had the belly of the ones we caught earlier.
20 pounds, 5 ounces. I got to put him on the bump board. A little over 20 inches.
Jesus.
How about that, folks? That fish there puts us at 20 pounds, 5 ounces, 5 fish sack. Best day I've had on Egypt ever.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
We catch another 4-pounder and we're there.
I want that 6-pounder, and I want our 4-fish bag to beat what Scott and those guys had yesterday. That's a brag, because that would have made us $4,300 richer yesterday.
Well, I like how we've done it. We did this on the day after a big tournament,
yeah,
and the day of
another big tournament.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
I mean, massive amounts of pressure. Man, that's awesome.
I knew something was off there.
20-pound sack on Lake Egypt. That night that we fished, caught that good sack. I think it was 19 something.
It was right at the 20 mark, but it wasn't there.
Yeah.
We'd go home right now.
Oh yeah.
Go the fuck home right now, and I'd be as happy as a clam.
Oh man, it did not start well either. It's amazing how you can just make one little change. And
I tell you what, and I'm going to give you credit. I was sitting there thinking, in all honesty, we've caught a couple fish on a Ned. We caught a couple fish on a shaky head. Saw a couple fish get caught on a jig. And in my mind, now I had this tied on. I 100% had this DT10 red craw tied on. But in my mind, I was thinking, the closer it gets to dusk is when that chatterbait's going to turn on, and that's when we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
So I give you credit, because you threw that sucker out there, caught one fish. Well, one could be luck. 35 later,
No, there's
I don't believe it. I don't believe it was luck.
A little more to it than that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, over there on that point, we started discussing, they're like in that 8 to 10 foot range.
Yeah. Now, the funniest part about that is, Dustin and I were actually here earlier, probably about 2 hours ago, actually. And that first point that you saw us catching fish on, we wanted to fish that. We went back in the cove, and somebody basically slid in there and kind of cut us off, kind of not. But they left. We gave it what, a half hour?
Yeah.
And went back over there, and you guys obviously can see what was stacked up in there now. So burning a spot out and give it a little bit of time and dive right back in there.
And we're gonna go back to that spot where we started this here in just a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. We lit their ass on fire there for about a half hour.
We sure did.
I tell you what, the funnest part, don't get me wrong, funnest part's catching fish. But the part that I've enjoyed more is the fact that the fish we're catching have been the fish we wanted.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, catching 1 and 2 pounders is fun, and catching a bunch of them even more fun. But catching what we've been catching, 5s, 4s, 3s, we just need that one elusive 6 pounder that you and I cannot seem to put a hook in here.
I know it. Never busted the 6 pound mark here.
I gotta be honest, I don't know that I busted the 5 here. I think I've gotten close.
Yeah.
But I don't think I busted 5 here.
Bunch of them in the 4 pound range.
Yeah.
A million of them over 3 pounds.
Yeah.
But that 5 pound mark is so hard to bust here.
It is a handful, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna try and stay a pretty good ways out before I drop the trolling motor. There's a good one.
Got him?
Think so.
Big one?
Think he's pretty good.
Oh, shit.
He's out there about 100 yards. He may not be as big as I thought he was, but he's 100 yards out.
I'm ready if you are.
I can't tell.
Well, then let's just
No, he was 2.5 pounder.
Okay. Oh.
But we're on to a pattern. Look at there.
But it's an 8.
Oh,
That's the bitch.
that 8 will work on this flat probably, because it's honestly probably less than 10 feet by a little bit, but
Yeah, let me see. I'm not overly convinced. I mean, you and I both know color does matter in some situations, but I tend to believe when it comes to a crankbait, it's moving quick enough. Man, that's such a hard thing to call. You know what I mean?
oh, I know. Yeah, it may have nothing.
Because I would literally pull somebody over and blow them right now for a DT10 red crawl color.
Yeah, and who's to say if the color was even anything to do with it? And
Now, this stuff ain't too terrible,
no, it ain't bad.
but that Jack Link's crap, that's garbage.
Yep. All of those enormous mass-produced things like that get that way. They're just too worried about producing as much as they can rather than the quality.
Yeah, like I said, Jack Link's, man, that's just straight garbage.
This is a decent point to lose a crankbait on.
Yes, it is.
On that other side there's a couple real good stumps, and there's one.
Did he?
Yep.
Did he?
No, well, I don't think so, but he's not a whopper, but he ain't nothing to sneeze at either. 2 pounder.
I'd say so.
Yep, 2 pounder. First cast. There's that pattern again. That's how you know it's a pattern. Where you can be like, hey, I know another spot that's just like this. Let's go try it. Pull up on it, first cast.
Smack one.
2, 3.
Yep.
He wasn't very big though. I felt him there for a second.
No, what I meant is, it's got nothing to do with you in the boat. I've got this dialed into a DT, this reel dialed into a DT 10. And believe it or not, when you look, there's quite a bit of weight difference there.
Yep.
Good one?
No, same size, I think. Maybe even a little smaller. Man, he's mad though. Same size.
Pissed him off, huh?
Man, he's built like a crappie. Holy cow. He ain't a color, but man.
So, here's where the problem lies for those of you who are watching and wondering. Both of us did not carry, but, well, I don't know about Dustin. I only brought one DT10 red crawl. So, well, I caught a fish on this one, though.
Good.
Well, he don't feel great. But that just goes to show you, I fished a DT10 of a different color, watched Dustin catch 5 or 6 fish, and I didn't catch anything. So, am I saying color's the most important thing in the world? No, but does it make a difference sometimes? Yeah, it does.
Well, and I do think there's times when color really does matter, and I think more often, color doesn't really matter that much.
I think with conditions like this and the water being so dirty that anything with some flash in it is definitely going to help. The other DT10 that I had didn't have any flash in it. It was more shad based than crawl based. But now I've got a little DT8 on. It's not going to get to the same spot, but it's got a little bit of flash on the bottom.
Whoop, damn, he got you good, didn't he?
I don't know why you chose to do that to me, Dust.
That wasn't me, that was a fish. Man, I am just begging to get hung up. Good one?
No, I don't think so. Well, then again, I can't tell. I lost him.
I'll be a son of a bitch.
I'll be damned. Surely would not have thought that, but I did.
There's one off that tree. Not bad, I don't think. I can't tell. 2.5, 2.
Nope.
Man, they're just so strong, so thick. Right now, he's barely hooked. That was one time I would have been okay if he'd just come off.
I don't know if I got him or not. I don't think I did.
Out here chasing Chad or something.
I thought
this
you
might be a good one. I can't tell.
We're fixing to.
He ain't bad.
You want the net?
May as well, because I think he's going to be a 3+, and I ain't going to flip one if he's that big.
Don't blame you. Oh yeah, he'll hit 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll hit 3.
Oh, that's another 20-inch fish.
You choked him. That dude swallowed that thing whole. Wow. Goodness. Buddy, they ain't nipping at it.
No.
They are swallowing it.
That is how you know.
I found his friend.
Did you? Good one?
No, I don't believe. No.
This one might cull.
He should. We've got he ought to beat 3.5 or be right there at it.
Yeah, 3.5 is what we're looking for. He's gonna be right there close, I think.
Ow.
Oh yeah. 3.13.
Really? A little better fish than what I thought.
That puts us almost 21 pounds. That puts us at 2013.
I'm starting to think you're splashing me on purpose now.
Well, I'll never.
You'll never admit to it?
I'll never admit to it.
Yeah. You can't say that I blame you. I wouldn't either.
When you...
But them guys behind us are definitely watching. We'll probably think we're professionals.
Probably. Well, I mean, we are.
I mean...
Today we are, anyway.
Come on now. There you go. I didn't want to hurt. Water skier?
Oh, yeah. Man, that fish is so fat.
Good Lord.
Wow. I would not have flipped that if I'd have known it was that fat.
Good Lord. That's a 1.5 pound bass in the summer. Goodness gracious.
Choked the front hook again. All of my fish I've caught off this point have come in about a 6-foot circle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got them schooled up there.
Look at that.
I'm saying that's a 1.5 pound bass in the summer. They must be fat on shad right now.
3-0. And that don't do a thing for us.
No. God damn. I'll dream about that tonight.
I guarantee it. Well, folks, to say that we had a good day would be putting it about as lightly as you possibly could. And today was a perfect example of how fast a day can go from being mediocre at best to exceptional with one little change. We were catching, I mean, our big fish before we got on the pattern that we were on was like 1.5 pounds.
1 pound, 1 pound 5 ounces actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a quick little pattern change took us from a 5 fish sack, I think it was.
5 pounds and a little bit of change on a 5 fish sack, yeah.
And we just finished, let's see here. We just finished our day with 20 pounds, 13 ounces 5 fish sack. By far my biggest Lake Egypt sack ever.
Absolutely, and that kind of goes to show you too that it's been a tough winter for both of us. We've kind of struggled this winter we've caught fish, but we didn't really catch the fish we were looking for. And then one little subtle change, you know, today it got up to, what was it, Dustin, around 60 today?
Something like that, yeah.
Sunshine. Yesterday came an absolute torrential downpour of rain. I think you said you had almost 9 inches in the past couple days of rain. And the water temperature, I think we were fishing was around 56, 57.
Yeah.
But one small change, we kind of went to what we had done all winter, which is me fishing a Ned rig, fishing a jig, fishing a shaky head, and not really having luck. And then one simple change, and you know, I'll give Dustin credit on it. He casted out a red crawl DT10, caught a really big fish. Next cast caught a really big fish. I followed in suit, and you know, you guys can see from the video, I don't know how many we caught, but it was absolutely the best day of cranking that I've ever done. And I can tell you this, I'll take crankbait fishing over just about any kind of fishing. It is a ball.
Absolutely, when they're like that. And I hope you can hear it on the film. We were just talking, before we went over to that point where we started the cranking pattern, we were just talking about how we had kind of figured out that the fish were in that 8 to 12 foot range, but we weren't on the quality or the consistency that we would like to bend. So we had started to pick up on what they were doing even before we actually dialed it in. And then not long after that, we were able to dial it in, and golly, 20 pounds, 13 ounces on Lake Egypt. in a matter of a couple hours in the afternoon.
Yeah, one of the best afternoons that I've been on. This one will be tough to beat, and we've got a tournament coming up next. Actually, in 1 week from now, we start our tournament season. And oddly enough, Dustin and I aren't on the same team together, but we fish together all the time outside of tournaments. But the cool part is going out there, finding out what's going on, and man, it's just so cool to establish a pattern.
Yeah.
You know, catching a big fish is awesome.
Yeah.
But putting 21 pounds in the boat with 5 fish, that means that you found out what they're doing and you did something right.
Yep. But appreciate you sticking around, watching hopefully this whole video. Give us a like and subscribe, and come back and see us again.